Hi everyone, and welcome back to Expat Home Opportunities, where I search properties in Europe to help you find beautiful, affordable homes that could completely change your lifestyle. Today's episode is a bit of a dream come true, because I'm taking you inside 5 real French chateaux. And yes, I mean actual castles, where you could live like royalty, for less than what you'd pay for a 1-bedroom apartment in a big city. Now, before we dive into these jaw-dropping properties, let me clear something up real quick, because in France, not all chateaux are the same. There's the Château Fort, which is your classic medieval fortress, built for defense with moats, towers, and thick stone walls. And then there's the kind we'll be exploring today, the seigneurial chateau, elegant country estates that were once homes to nobles, designed not for battle, but for beauty, comfort, and prestige. Think grand staircases, high ceilings, stone fireplaces, and sprawling grounds. These are not museum pieces or ruins. They're places where people live, and where you could live too. I've handpicked 5 incredible chateaux across France, each located in peaceful towns full of charm, history, and nature. They're ideal for artists, remote workers, retirees, or anyone dreaming of a slower life. And all of them cost less than €500,000. So if you've ever thought, what if I just packed up and moved to a castle in France? Well, maybe this is your sign. Let's jump in and explore the first one. Just 10 minutes from the spiritual heartbeat of Lourdes, and right on the edge of the majestic Pyrenees, I found a property that surprised even me. At first glance, this elegant 19th century manor house doesn't shout for attention. It doesn't need to. Set quietly in a peaceful village, and surrounded by more than 3,400 square meters of gardens, it simply waits for the right person to see its full potential. With 5 spacious bedrooms, this chateau feels like it was built to welcome. Wide hallways, high ceilings, and original wooden details that still hold the spirit of the era. On one side of the entrance hall, a dining room with a fireplace invites long evenings with friends. On the other, a cozy sitting room that opens to the garden and terrace. And the kitchen? Complete with a wood-burning stove and direct access to the outdoors. Upstairs, a master bedroom with its own bathroom, plus a full suite with bedroom. Dressing room and bath that's nearly apartment-sized. Go up again and you'll find another suite, plus an independent 59 square meter apartment. And yes, the attic is already insulated and ready for conversion. Connectivity is easy, just 5 minutes from Lourdes. With TGV access and international airport, 45 minutes from the ski slopes, 1 hour and 40 from Toulouse, and 2 hours from the beaches of Biarritz. Whether you want to escape, host, or just live well, this location makes it effortless. And the price? €483,000, or about 525,000 US dollars, and 401,000 British pounds. For someone looking to build a life, or a boutique business, in one of the most enchanting regions of France, this chateau might be the best-kept secret in the Pyrenees. Tucked between Autun and the rolling hills of the Pays d'Arnay, I found, in the tiny commune of Igornay, in the heart of Burgundy, a piece of feudal history, still standing, still breathing. This is a former fortified chateau, built in a distinctive horseshoe shape, a design meant for defense centuries ago, now offering privacy, seclusion, and potential beyond what you usually find in this price range. At its center is the main residence, measuring 330 square meters, built in the 15th century. The layout is spread across 2 floors, with 18 rooms in total, including 12 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms. There's also a 2-car garage, something quite rare in properties of this age. To the north and west, old stone dependencies add even more character and space. You'll notice 3 surviving defensive towers. One of them, on the southwest corner, has been cleverly converted into a self-contained residence of 115 square meters, complete with its own elevator connecting the levels. A thoughtful upgrade for modern living in a space that once housed armed guards. The grounds are no less impressive, a total of 47,885 square meters. 3 of those hectares are currently leased, which could mean passive income for the new owner. But one of my favorite details? There's an old watermill still in place along the river, whispering stories from centuries past. The heating is oil-based central heating, the structure is solid, and the surrounding region, Saône-et-Loire, offers that perfect mix of rustic peace and French authenticity. And here's where it gets even more compelling. The asking price is 465,000 euros, or approximately 565,000 US dollars, and 431,000 British pounds. This isn't a chateau that pretends to be something it's not. It was once a fortress dot, but now it's ready to protect something else entirely. Your vision, your lifestyle, your future project. In the southern village of Jonquières, deep within the 5-hectare grounds of an 18th-century chateau, there's an old watchtower that's been quietly transformed into something truly special. This is not a palace. It's not sprawling, but it's incredibly refined. What was once a stone lookout has become a 3-level private home, with 120 square meters of living space, completely renovated and thoughtfully furnished. The main living room is full of light, opening to sweeping views of the surrounding park. The kitchen is modern and well-equipped, but it doesn't scream for attention. Everything feels measured, calm, and rooted in the setting. There's a bedroom on the main level, along with a bathroom, separate toilet, and a terrace. Just beyond, a small independent studio includes a second bedroom, plus its own shower room, toilet, and terrace. Ideal for guests, a teen, or a quiet creative space. Outside, you'll have your own private garden. 1,293 square meters. With room to relax, plant, or simply let nature do its thing. There's also a carport, a garden shed, and access to the shared swimming pool, and vast estate grounds. To me, this isn't a place you come to escape. It's a place you come to stay. To live well, quietly, surrounded by history, without being overwhelmed by it. The asking price is 439,000 euros, which translates to around 477,000 US dollars and 364,000 British pounds. If you've been searching for a chateau lifestyle without the upkeep of a palace, this may be exactly what you didn't know you were looking for. Tucked just 2 minutes from the center of Ricamarie, in the Loire region, sits a chateau that dates back to the late 1600s. And within it, a remarkable triplex apartment of over 361 square meters, complete with a private tower, elegant terraces, and a view that feels straight out of a period film. This section of the Château de Bessy was separated and sold as its own residence in 2009, when the estate was divided into 2 lots. The one on offer today includes a portion of the central building, and its iconic turret spread across 3 floors. On the ground floor, you enter through a dramatic foyer that leads to a kitchen, laundry room, storage areas, and a comfortable sitting room. There's a certain understated grandeur here. Not flashy, just solid, old-world architecture built to last. Climb to the first floor and you'll find a bright landing, 4 bedrooms, a dressing room, a bathroom, a separate toilet, and even a balcony. This level feels ready for daily life, functional, spacious, and flooded with natural light. The top floor still holds potential. There's a library, 2 more bedrooms, another living space, and a room planned to become a second bathroom. Some work is still required, heating, plumbing, but the layout is already defined. The bones are there. Now for the outside, 2 private terraces. A closed and wooded sanctuary with 2 pools and a striking double staircase that was once part of the castle's formal design. Technically speaking, this residence comes with modern upgrades, a triple glazed window system, and an air-to-water heat pump for efficiency. Some rooms would benefit from a refresh, but the groundwork has been done. The asking price is 395,000 euros, which equals about 428,000 US dollars, or 326,000 British pounds. For someone looking to inhabit history without being buried by it, this chateau apartment is a rare middle ground, noble but livable, grand yet grounded. There's a particular kind of silence you hear in mountain villages. It's not emptiness, but presence. That's the first thing you noticed when you arrived in Alloux-les-Bains, nestled in the Pyrenees of Ariège. Set within 3,361 square meters of enclosed parkland, this building structure, a 19th century chateau, immediately commands attention. Not because it's showy, but because it's grounded, symmetrical, and unapologetically French. The stone facade, the classic towers, the original fireplaces, the carved moldings and parquet floors, they haven't been touched by time, only softened by it. Inside, the layout spans 3 main floors plus an attic, offering 13 rooms, including 8 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a grand total of 280 square meters. That's just over 3,000 square feet of living space. Some areas need refreshing, yes, but the structure and soul are fully intact. What makes this chateau so compelling isn't just its historic value or architectural character, it's where it sits. Aulus-les-Bains is a thermal village known for its natural springs, drawing health travelers for centuries. But it's also at the edge of adventure, close to the GR10 hiking trail, minutes from the Gouzet ski station, and surrounded by the high peaks of the Ariège Pyrenees. Asking price, 327,000 euros, or around 354,000 US dollars, and 288,000 British pounds. It asks for vision, yes, but in return, it offers something most places can't: quiet majesty in motion. And there you have it. 5 stunning French chateaux where you could actually live, dream, and build a whole new chapter of your life. If one of these properties sparked something in you, then don't let that dream slip away. You'll find all the links and contact details for these properties right down in the description. So if you're curious or ready to take the next step, it's all there waiting for you. And remember, if this is the kind of life you've been quietly craving, you're not alone. I created Expat Home Opportunities to help people like you, people who are ready to trade stress for space, noise for nature, and routine for inspiration. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. Because every week I share the best real estate opportunities across Europe, from beach homes to country estates, historic townhouses to modern gems, all carefully selected to help you start fresh, affordably. Thanks for watching, and maybe, just maybe, your French chateau is closer than you think. See you in the next one.